Hello, welcome to Lisa Marvin Art. I wanted to do a cute little triptych of a bloom with 2 vines. That's TLP Horizon. This little piggy, you can get it at fluid-art.co, really sparkly. And I'm topping that off. I'm just popping a little air bubble there. This is just a custom teal that I made. I usually end up making a lot of custom colors to kind of suit my needs. That's TLP Velvet, an amazing blue interference. So you'll see how that shows up in the end result. You can kind of see a little bit of the blue there. This is another custom lighter blue that I made. And what color did I use there? Oh, I think that's TLP Pinot Gris. We'll see in a minute, which is a green interference. Just knocking those air bubbles out. Also, I wanted to show you how I modify my blooms. That is, by the way, Matisse Southern Ocean Blue, one of my faves. And I'm going to be using white Shelly Art Cell Activator today. The Shelly Art Cell Activator is Australian Floetrol and paint, and you really have to eyeball it, but usually I go a little thicker with my white, so about 3-to-1. And when I'm blowing, I did a whole blowing video if you scroll down a few videos, but I really aim, you have to look at where you're blowing, go slow, see if there's any areas that you want to blow out a little more. Like that little thing right there I didn't like. So you just got to use your eyes and go slow. And in the final result, if you don't like anything, that's when I take my bamboo skewer. And I prefer making flowers or things looking like flowers. Some people like just schmoozing them around and doing whatever. Sometimes I schmooze them around too. It kind of depends on my mood. But what I do is I take the back of my skewer and I just kind of follow either I fix a boring part or I just kind of follow where the natural petals would be. Excuse me. And I pull it down. I try not to touch the pillow paint at the bottom because I don't really want to bring too much white into it. And again, I just kind of go slow. And this one didn't have too many boring parts, so I am focusing more on the petals. But let's say if I did a blowout and there wasn't many cells, I might take that big blank area and do lots of swirls in it or make it more interesting in that way. So that's a slowed up version. Some people have been asking me how I personally modify. That's what I'm looking for. Sometimes I've just kind of swirled it all throughout and made cool designs. So there's no rules really. And when you're spinning out, you really want to always look at the composition. So you can see me tilting a little bit, taking off some areas that I might not like or focusing on other areas that I want to grow. So that's why you really have to watch what you're doing. Now this is going to be my first vine, so I'm using the exact same colors and I'm layering in them the exact same way, but I'm going to be blowing it out to look like vines. That's my cell activator. And this you really have to aim really well to make sure that you get that cell activator over all the colors. And you might miss some parts, and that's okay too. And that's when your little skewer comes in handy. You can use a toothpick. I've used popsicle sticks. I think I've used a fork too. So you can see it's kind of like a undefined shape. So this is when I take my skewer and make little squigglies. It also depends on my mood. Sometimes I just pull it in to make a leaf. Sometimes I do like S's. I don't think I do any S's in this one. I kept it pretty plain. And the same thing with this, you want to make sure you look at your composition when you spin. I really didn't want to get rid of that top part because I really liked it. So you have to kind of tilt and make sure you don't lose too much of what you want. And you want to keep tilting till the paint doesn't move anymore. That's how you know you have taken enough paint so it doesn't crack. And here's the other vine. Basically, I'm doing the same thing, but just in a mirrored image. Obviously, it's never going to look the same. Oops, and you see I blew a little bit of that pillow paint, but that's okay. That's what makes it unique, I think. Excuse my hair. So don't be afraid to take your time and really think about the composition that you want, what will look good. Also, I find until you spin, you never really know what it's going to look like. So I always say I'm spinning and praying. But you want to make sure that you get the basic shape that you want before you spin. By the way, these are 10-inch rounds, so they're kind of easy to work with. And I believe my mixing videos for my paints and my TLPs is 107. And my blowing video is around there too. I don't know how to put links up on this thing. I do everything on my phone. And there she is, and you're about to get a close-up of all of them. It was hard for me to get a picture with all of them together, but hopefully you get the picture of it. I love how that velvet kind of peeps out. That's that bluish situation. And here's the vine. You really see the velvet on that one. And that Pinot Gris too, actually. So here they are. Super sparkly, like we love. And I think this is how I would display them, but I'm not sure. But I just wanted to show you them all together. You can't really see the sparkle in this light. But I hope you get the picture. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Hope you have a good day. Bye.